Good evening and welcome to the Nigerian PLUTO League. Sorry, I was starting a bit late, but it's that time of the year. It's the final Monday of the league, so a lot of teams are ready for their final day. On Thursday, unfortunately, if you came on live, you'll see that we postponed our features because there were some little discrepancies with the internet, the light, the network, and all the other stuff. But we'll jump right into action and we'll give you all the in action. So unfortunately, there was no team of the week as our double match day Thursday was cut off a bit short. But what we are giving you this Monday is called Chaotic Monday. We are used to seeing our Monday going on calm and smooth, but today will be no such thing, as all the pending matches on Thursday, most of them will be played today. So without making further ado, we are going right into action on whatever game is starting now, and then we'll carry along the multiple games before we let you go for the night. I remain your host, Ecsn Graham. This is Effortless Sports Network, and we are still covering the Nigerian Pro Clubs League events. So let's begin. And DIEHARD and GCC, I think this is a pending game matchup. We're trying to confirm this is DIEHARD and GCC. He's having a temperature alert, but I think he's back on as well. And they are moving back to front, up here with the ball, lazy through. Alright, we have seen one of the games so far. Marshall Niger Eagles, another chance in there for Marshall. As you can see, it was quickly saved by the goalkeeper. Alright, this is a Monday feature game, so we are giving you live action. Marshall Ecsn going down the line. What can they make out of it? Alright, if you're just joining us, it's Marshall Ecsn on the pink strips. We are used to seeing them in these colors, and we have Niger Eagles on the white strip. These are two teams now. If I'm correct, they're both featured in the semi-finals of the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, and they were both knocked out, so it makes it quite an interesting feature. Although Niger Eagles lost by 9-1, quite sad, but it's a good one, because considering that they just got into the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, they didn't start up, they didn't have a proper preseason, they came in mid-season and they were able to follow up till this juncture. So now we are seeing Marshall Ecsn attack again in their famous pin jersey. Bobby Maino on the ball, running down the bar line, puts it through. What a subtle touch there, but not enough to beat the goalkeeper. I think that was a weak shot right there. He went for the low-driven shot, but that didn't come out as right. Alright, now we have the winger of Niger Eagles going down the bar line, but they were unable to make something happen. Toby now with the ball, playing from side to side. Visionary back to Air Maestro. John Okan with the ball, he plays in. Bob Maino through AP Reef, twisting and turning, but he can't find his teammates. Niger Eagles holding on for their lives, but it's just 1-0 down. A lot of things can change. Marshall Ecsn pushing for their placement this season. These are the players that won the league, as they are rightfully called in the NPCL. But the title, as we all know, is on to Tucker FC. But obviously, Marshall getting the better of the both teams so far. They are currently in third place, and maybe within this final week, we can see if they can push on to second place and see how they end of the season. What would we say is a season for them? Unfortunately, they are in the third place playoff for the Effortless Cup, and they are still in top 3. I think it makes it still a worthy season for them, considering the fight. This playoff for the Effortless Cup, and they are still in top 3. I think it makes it still a worthy season for them, considering the fight that they put off continuously season after season. Like, you could easily fall off, but they are still in the fight, and so we see them have this free kick. Let's see what they can do. Grizzly Bear of Niger Eagles have been given a yellow card, and now they get this free kick on. What can they do? It is a goal. John Okem perfectly placed free kick to the left hand corner. The keeper couldn't do nothing about that. If you're wondering why no player is on the wall, it's kind of a rule in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. You can't go and stand on the wall. You get a red card, you miss 2 games, you pay hefty fine. And also, if the ball comes in contact with the player, it is recorded as a goal as well. So in case you're wondering why couldn't the player go there to block it, it's part of the fair play rule. And now we see Ecsn. They are recycling possession and attacking again. Now it's over to the wing. And King Fed is on the ball, running down the bar line. He looks for a low diving cross, but the keeper saw that coming. And now Niger Eagles on the counter again. John Okam with the ball, running down the bar line. Toby with the ball. What can they do about it? Visionary. Quick one. Okam with the ball again. Lovely play from the boys from Marshall. But they couldn't get down in the back of the net as they attack yet again. So let's see what they can be able to conjure up. Niger Eagles on the attack. What can they conjure up? He's running down the bar line. He could have played him through there, but he couldn't get him through, twisting and turning. Tinubu with the ball, recycling to King Fedi. Selfish there because he had a teammate through on goal with him as well, but he couldn't get that one in. Also Akagami with the ball again, twisting and turning. You see that quick steps on his head evolving, but he couldn't get that one on. And now they get on the counter again. John Okam with the ball. He plays him through. What can he get on? Bobby Maino. Reef on the ball. AP twist and turn, and AP green time near post. And it's a goal. What can they get on? King Fedi moving down the bar line. John Okam looking for that killer pass. AP with the ball again. Now he gets down. Can they get things done? John Okam with the ball. Another one for Niger Eagles. Baller twisting and turning. Akagami. Cool dead now running down the sideline. He plays him through on goal. Ballistic. King Musi. And now they get on again. AP down the bar line. Couldn't find his teammate as Palmer is there. Dog passes the ball to Zami. Zami goes on to Grizzly Bear. And now he plays one clean through. He goes down the bar line. Can he find the pass this time? Baller plays the ball through, but he can't find his teammate. And they get on it yet again. He doesn't get that one. Visionary clears the ball. And that ends the conclusion of the first half. And now we go on to Galaxy 11 and CURRYZ FC. A ball through down the bar line to OT. But that was well seen. And now they're getting on the ends of the attack yet again. Down up, Donya to the ball to Cleverly. He plays him through. Can he find that pass? A low driven Trivela. That was quite a lovely pass, but he didn't quite hit the player there. And now they get on the attack again, offside. Quite a few number of players for the team here. Like I said, this is the last days of the league, so you see a lot of people. They have lost it quite a bit. Going a 3-month season is not the easiest thing in the world. So quite a lot of tired legs in the final week of the season, as you can see. Some teams have been stretched past their limits. This is a journey of 11 versus 11 football for 3 months. In training with your boys, it emulates the real 11 versus 11 football, so it's not the easiest thing. So it's quite a lot of tired legs, as you see. Incomplete lobby from both teams, coupled with the network situation currently. But they are still fighting, and cleverly the managers of CURRYZ in line Lovely pass there, and now they lose the ball, and Galaxy 11 can counter as they are going on the attack again. What can they conjure up? Oti with the ball running down the bar line, twisting and turning, looking to get the pass away. Is that an own goal? CURRYZ on the lifeline there, but they can't get the ball through. And now kill time plays the ball through. Comrade Jam through on goal. That shot was saved. And now Galaxy 11 yet on the counter again. Stay jiggy with the ball, puts it up down the wing. Intercepted. Comrade Jam with the ball. Can he get that ball again? Lost possession, but the ball seems to be looking for Dijam. And now plays the ball to Ecsn. A green time finesse, but it's seen by the goalkeeper as they have a corner kick. CURRYZ is definitely the better team on this one as they are attacking yet again. Balance 0-2. Kill time finesse. No green timer. And towards the keeper as Galaxy 11 attack yet again. What can they conjure up? DP on the ball. Ball played through. OT, lovely pass there. Ochin dance, but he can't find his teammate as they go on the counter again. DP through to goal. That was a good save by the goalkeeper there. It looks like an easy one coming forth. And now they're on the counter again. Ochin dance with the ball. OT plays it through. And Udo couldn't keep that one coming. What can they conjure up as they go on the attack yet again? Donyat with the ball. Down to the wing. Balance. Plays it through. Cleverly through on goal. And he missed it. Oh no. The manager of CURRYZ will not be having that one, and it seems true on goal, but he couldn't find the back of the net there. We'll try to confirm if that was a precision shoot, but no time for that as they attack once again. He has the luxury of his teammate there, but a bit selfish with that one as he couldn't get it in the back of the net. And now they're on the attack again. Ochin dance to the ball. Whip across through. He can't find his teammates. Cleverly, lovely pass. To beat the goalkeeper. He goes on selfishly and he's what am I watching? No. At this point, I don't know what is it with the both teams. Could he have done it a first time there? And the keeper miraculously saved that one. 2 to beat 1. I was bit going for the player to be unselfish there, but looking at that one in the context yet again, maybe he could have tricked the keeper there by thinking he would have played in his men through and then go for the goal. CURRYZ definitely being the better team, but the scoreline is still 0-0. Quite an interesting matchup. Galaxy 11 winning the ball dangerously, and now they're on the counter, but Yankee gets the ball through and whips the pass through, and they're on the counter yet again. Balance feeds the ball to the opponent, and can they find one last chance? Comrade Jam, will he put his teammate through? He does put him through. Can they get this goal? Another save by the goalkeeper. Save after save after save. CURRYZ can't seem to catch a break in this match. And another chance for Cleverly. Dead ball put into he tries to green time that one. He couldn't fend that one through, and the first half is concluded. And now we go into Marshall Galaxy 11 and we get in right in time for the 8th goal scored in this match. That will be back-to-back hefty defeat for Niger Eagles. Don't forget they did lose the semi-finals of the Effortless Crib Cup 8-1. And now they seem to be losing this one 8-1 again. Will they be conceding yet again? They seem to come out from that one as now they're on the attack yet again. Plays the ball through, a consolation goal maybe. We see a lot of missed chances today. Could that be down to the network issue playing a big part in these misses, or is down to player quality? Quite a lot of missed chances as they try to get on the attack again, but it's Toby with the ball as he plays in King Ferdy through. King Ferdy still has possession of the ball. Lovely borrow to get on the attack again. John Oakam running down the bar line, drops the defender there as it plays in through to AP. Step over, drifting, and that is yet another goal. Twisting and turning as they get the ball back in. Palmer plays in through on goal. 9-1, back-to-back 9-1 scoreline. Could it be worse here for Niger Eagles as they go through again? AP twisting and turning, green time. You won't believe it's like a goal for every 10 minutes, and it's 10-1. How do team concede this huge scoreline? It's quite disturbing that they can't get him through on it as it goes in for that one yet again, but it is offside. What are they going through with this play? Bob Main on the ball, and Maestro on this one, running down through the byline. Visionary plays him through King Ferdy. He couldn't get that one in there. Grizzly Bear looking forward to that one. Tinubu gets the ball. Tinubu, quite an interesting name for the player there. Maybe he has a namesake with the president of Nigeria at the moment. And now Marshall XI trying to get it, but it's Galaxy 11 with the last chance of the game as they're plays in through. Bobsy, he finds that cross to chest it down brilliantly. Took too long on the ball, and that was overseen as we captured the final minutes of the game between Niger Eagles and Marshall, and it's Marshall with the last attack. John Okan with the ball through down to AP. And AP couldn't see that one in the back of the net, and this is confirmation that the match is over. And we are going back to CURRYZ FC and Galaxy 11, and CURRYZ FC are leading this game 1-0. Don't forget the featured game between Effortless and Nameless Chaos as we try to get that game in view as well. But right now is Galaxy 11 on the counter with the piece on the ball, running through the bar line, twisting and turning. He couldn't get that one on. Stay jiggy, moving the ball through. OT running down the bar line. Burrows take off his man there, and his DP recycling the ball. He plays him through on goal. Yankee moves the ball forward. Comedy jab down to cleverly to Easy Spine. Lovely pass, but couldn't find his teammate, and it's cleared out. But they're going on the counter. Comrade Jam plays it through, and it's a shot, and it's a goal. CURRYZ FC being more clinical in the second half of the game. Galaxy 11 struggling quite a bit. We've seen quite a number of DCs in this match as the lobby seems quite empty as they get on into the final 20 minutes of the game. It's Galaxy 11 plays that ball through. What can they conjure up? Twist and turns. Couldn't get that one in play, but they're still on the counter and get their man through on goal. Chin dance, twisting and turning. And now CURRYZ FC on the counter. What a lovely ball through. Balance with that chance. It's a cross. What? Empty net, and he still can't find the back of the net as that ball goes in. But he can't find the back of the net. He hit the woodwork there, and they get in yet again. Cleverly moves the ball through. Balance, finesse. Green time, that finesse. Perfect. Perfectly timed as they get on yet again. 3-0 CURRYZ FC, the better team yet on this one. But Galaxy 11 look like they are not throwing the towel yet as a long ball is played through. Comrade Dijam on the ball. He tries to get his man there, but he couldn't find the pass as they now move on the counter. Ushin Dance moves the ball. Udo gets the ball in play High press from CURRYZ after win that ball. Yams called back by the referee and given a yellow card. We've seen quite goals scored from this range. Balance. Shot cancel. Cleverly tries to hit the finesse. Udo plays it through OT. Ball plays through as they get on this one-on-one. I don't know you. Can he score that goal there? And it's a goal. Can they come back beyond for CURRYZ? For Galaxy 11 rather. We'll wait to see how that plays out as they get on the counter yet again. Oshin Dance plays the ball through. DP with the ball yet again. Green time Trivella. And that's a save by the goalkeeper. Otherwise, we could have been looking at a 9-minute comeback for Galaxy 11. They are not yet out of this one, as a lot could happen in the final minutes of the game. Yankee with the ball, twisting and turning as his goal long. Quite an empty defense here as they plays it through. Balance 0-2, plays the ball through to Cleverly. Ball run, kill time. Tries a shot cancel there, but he was seen by the defender. OT, captain of the team on the ball. And he finds DP. Can he find that last pass? Twist and turn. DP tries to recycle the ball, but they lost possession and it's a counter. What a pass selection there. Couldn't get that one through for his teammates. As now, OT countering for Galaxy 11 yet again. DP with the ball. He twists and turns. Can't find his teammate. Counter upon counter for the both time. Kill time. Plays the ball through. What a first time lovely pass. He chips it and he scores. He was tackled by the. We have to say what a player Cleverly has been in this tie so far. And his confirmation. That looked like the last goal of the game. It's 4-1 to CURRYZ FC. Kill time on the ball, but that seems to be over. Right now, Toka FC and Phoenix as they battle out for this one. Rhymes Bobo on the corner kick. A plays it through. Who is he looking for there? Can he find them? He cannot find him as they get on the counter. The stream seems to be laggy a bit as they twist and turn. What can he get on here? Twisting and turning. The stream seems to be very laggy. We'll try to get the opponent's stream. We'll try to get in CURRYZ stream to entertain you, because this stream seems to be skipping quite a lot as they get on this ball. Rhymes Bobo plays that ball through Itoshi, but the opponent gets in there as they try to counter. The stream seems to be breaking too much. We'll try to switch in another stream for you while we work on this one. They play the ball through there. If you're just joining us, we have Toka FC in black kits and Phoenix FC in white. We are working on getting another match in for you. Talisman with the ball. Rhymes ball twisting and turning. He can't get this one through. All right, Adventure Time, Menace FC. Sorry for that last game. We do apologize as the stream was a bit laggy, so we couldn't commentate really on the game. But right now we have Adventure Time, Menace FC, and we'll be interluding this game with Effortless and Nameless as the game has started as well. So Adventure Time, Menace FC. We have Adventure Time in white. Would we be seeing a lot of Caesar this lovely evening? But it's Menace FC on the attack as the goal striking played through there, and it's Shifu. This is quite an interesting match because these are two informed teams at the moment. We see Menace FC, they were a bit shaky at the start of the league, but with the number of players they signed mid-season, they seem to have found their mojo as they go all mojo jojo on this one. And we know Adventure Time, one of the big teams eaters this season. They have been able to get a lot of points from big teams this season. And now they move on the attack again, back to fourth on this one. What can they conjure up there? Tricky on the ball, twisting and turning. Mezu Mandeb plays that ball through to Shifu. Shifu running down the bar line. Beast twist and turn. He plays that ball through. Knock down there. Johnny plays that ball through. He can't get him on. Notias plays him through. Caesar, one of the new household name in the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. We saw that controversial transfer from Ecsn to Adventure Time, and he has been able to make Adventure Time his home. And now they get on the attack yet again. What can they conjure up? If you're just joining us, we have Adventure Time in white. He plays the ball through. And now Menace FC tries to counter, but it goes to a goal kick. And now they get on that ball again. Notias to the ball. Plays them through. Nakamanja gets into Caesar. I've been singing Caesar praises even 10 minutes into the game. And you see why I like Caesar. He never disappoints. The captain of Rome is yet again leading Adventure Time to one of their best place finish in the league so far. This is his season 3 of the Nigerian Pro Clubs League. And Adventure Time have been one of the stunners of the season. Another chance through, but Molly is able to keep that one out. We see Molly as one of the most interactive goalkeeper in the league so far. I know a lot of teams will be craving for a signature comes the end of the season. Coupled with the position of Menace FC, we do see if they get to continue in the first division, because it's one thing for the team to be right up there and the keeper showing loyalty, but in the context of them getting relegated, maybe there's a clause in Molly if he can find another team in case Menace get relegated. But obviously I'm not wishing them relegation or anything, but I'm just putting a lot of things into perspective. As the lineup this free kick, Adventure Time, they are dangerous from free kick. They have scored the highest goal, but now they face Molly. Molly on face there as the shot is not even on target. I think it's quite a different free kick taker, because quite the usual goal scorer we see is always using a right foot, but this time it's on a left foot. And now they get on the attack again, but that was well seen. And Menace FC, they are backpedaling on defense, and Notias get the ball through to Caesar. He tries to do a 1-2. The both players seem to be on different wavelengths, but that doesn't end the attack. But now it does. And can they play it out? Molly with a quick 1-2 with his player there, and then plays the ball up through, and they get on with it again. Man them with the ball. Notias are knocked down. They get the ball through again. This is a counter. Can he get it through on goal? What a proper selection over there, as he can't find his teammates. Quick step 1-2, Mirage on the ball. Starship plays the ball through, running down the bar line to Papillo up through there, and Molly gets a saving. And now they get on the counter yet again. Sazi playing down the bar line, man them on the ball. Caesar one step through with Starship. Lovely composed play from from Adventure Time over here, as they seem to be controlling proceedings, slow and steady as they build up. Not tired, so the boy tries to play him through, and now MENACE FC finally gets possession. He doesn't play his man through on time. He recycles to the middle, and now back to a lost possession. Like I said, he had the chance to play his man through there, but that was obviously wrong decision making. But Molly comes out and glance that ball through, and he finds a long ball pass. He does pick out the pass like, oh no, he's offside. And now Adventure Time gets a breather. 10 minutes to the end of the first half, and PLUTO with the ball moves the ball to the bar line, and they get on this attack yet again. Knock ball through, a knockdown is on there, but couldn't direct the head as MENACE. Can they get this counter on? Lot of poor decision making there, but they find the ball again. Twist and turn, tries to find that pass, but he can't get it. Adventure Time, ball through there as they go on yet another attack. PLUTO on the ball, locked down. What can they conjure up? Stashi moves the ball through. Is that a penalty kick? Penalty kick. PLUTO with a penalty. And a finesse. Molly went the right way, but he couldn't put the ball through. And now they go on another rampaging attack yet again. Adventure Time, MENACE FC. Ball twisting and gliding. Adventure Time in a comfortable lead. 2-0 to end the first half. Can they find yet another goal? Couldn't get this on. And now they play the ball through yet again. Gets the ball running. And now they get on the bar line. Adventure Time on this counter. They'll be looking to seal this victory early, and they can't get it on there. Quick counter for Adventure Time. Plays the ball through. Can they find this third goal to signify this lead? A twist and turn on the ball yet again, and that's the end of the first half. Adventure Time, 2-0. And that ends the first half. Alright, and it's effortless. Quite a lot of red going on over there. Dollar with the ball back to Billions. Erase the ball through. Melville couldn't keep possession of that ball. Red card on the ball there. What can he conjure up? Could he have been a DC? It seems to have been disconnected from the game. Alright, we have switched the stream. And now Jay plays the ball through. Is Lord on the play. Borrow whipped, but no one at the end of that one. As they get on the counter, Chimere facing his old team yet again. Billions saw that one coming from a mile away as they are on the attack yet again. Plays the ball through to Charlie Poppy. Clint plays the ball through to Lord. Lord running down the bar line. We saw his magnificent display in that effortless victory against Ecsn. He was a goal scorer if I remember correctly in that feature. Melville running down the bar line. What can he conjure up? Borrow to deceive his opponent, and he puts in that cross, but the defender gets it through. And now he's back running on the defense. Quick ball one there. Plays the ball through to Clint. If you remember correctly, Clint was firstly of Nameless Chaos. Quite a lot of exchange between these two teams. We see Clint, a former player of Nameless Chaos, and Chimere, a former player of Effortless, both switching sides. And now ball is on there, knockdown for Jega. He went for the Trivela, but he red-timed that one. And now Nameless Chaos on the counter. Chimere to pay his whole team back. Unable to find that pass there as they were countered from a corner kick. And now Nameless Chaos gets on this one. What have they practiced in the routine there? The twist and turn. A header looks on. Couldn't get that one down. As now they're on the counter yet again. Running the ball down the bar line. Lord saves that one. And now they get the ball back to front again. Noni, the dangerous attacker. Noni couldn't get that one through as Melville get on the counter yet again. Running down the bar line is a borrow whip cross there. I've been in this show, is that okay? Alright, another counter again. Playing through. Chimere finds a beautiful pass to Noni. And now is Ecsn back from injury. Lots of tenacity on display in defense there. Bones out to recover possession. Quite a frantic back to front action between these both teams. Bones finds a pass to Tobo. A ball through to the winger. And now they're trying to connect plays, stringing passes forward. Defense to attack seems to be compacted as they are running down the bar line, twisting and turning in loose possession. What a strong display from Chimere as he held on to that ball there. But it's Jay who have been able to intercept that pass. And now they are on the counter with Charlie Poppy recycling the ball to Jay. A long pass to Melville. Is he onside? He is onside. Borrow, and it's a driven pass to no man's land. On for Jay. Diani Trivella's a ball. It looks to be offside as Nameless Chaos gets a breather. And now they go yet again on another counter. Chimere with the ball through to Noni, but that was overseen by Dame. Melville step over into space as he keeps running the bar line. What can he conjure up? He has been overseen by block. But Jerome gets that counter in, overseen. Quite an interesting interception going on for both teams. Noni playing the role of a hold-up striker. Twisting and turning is Noni. What can they get in there? Play the ball down to the bar line. Is Lord on display. Trying to defend, but it's Nameless Chaos with Chimere. He finds a lovely ball through to Ecsn. Free Sancho on the ball there. Back to Sancho. Long ball forward. But now they get on the loose end as they try to attack that ball through. Interception, but Melville gets on that ball. Twist and turn to Charlie. Back to Jerome. Can he find that pass through? He plays in through to Lord. Lord recovering from the wing. And now Clint. Back to Lord. Lord is running down the bar line. Borrow takes out his man. Borrow twisting and turning, looking for that pass. He finally whips it in. Jega couldn't steal that knockdown. And it's back to Lord again. He whips one beautiful in. Melville couldn't get the knockdown there. Controlled possession. And now they are on the counter yet again. What can they conjure up? Tobo with the ball. Can he find Free Sancho? He finds Chimere, but overseen by Hodge. And now he's back to Billions. Billions lob the ball forward. Clint coming through there. Tries to find Charlie Poppy, but caught in no man's land as they're on the attack. Finally a ball through. A tackle there. Not a penalty. It is not a penalty as the keeper in safe hands there. And now over to Melville, boys, over on the throwing. As Noni on that ball doing the throwing duties. Ecsn couldn't recover possession. Twist and turns away from his men. Jerome couldn't find the pass. Melville again to Charlie Poppy. Quick one to Clint. Clint twisting and turning, trying to find his man there. He couldn't find the right pass as Chimere has won back possession. Back to Clint. Back to Jay. Back to Hotspot. Hotspot looking for network. Twist and turn, tries to find the pass. Nobody could read that play of Hotspot there as Noni heads it down. Quite an intense first half. 0-0 so far as they look into the final meeting of the season. Adventure time. Running away with it. 3-0. Plays the ball through again. It's adventure time. Caesar. I think a team should put in a big bid for Caesar, because Caesar has been quite fantastic. What a goal for Caesar there. Quite fantastic play. I keep talking about Caesar because those are the players that can go under the radar. We've seen him when we started the stream, as he gets it. Alright, they're on the play. Caesar, but is offside. Adventure time. 4-0 against MENACE FC. Two of the most active sides in the league, but one team obviously the dominant one. Mizo with the ball, plays in through to Mush, and now they get on the bar line again. What can they conjure up? A ball through. Stashi with the ball over to Not Highest. He couldn't find that shot there. We are looking at the final 1 minute of the game. Can MENACE FC get a consolation goal? Sazi running down the bar line, tries to find his teammate there, but no one in display, and this sums the end of the match. And we have just missed the effortless goal. Look like a quick goal in the second half. And alright, we might have missed that action a bit there. So now is a counter. Nameless Chaos. Block with the ball. Can he find that pass through? Runs down the bar line until he wins his team corner kick. A brief disinjunction with the stream there, but we will get it back for you, Clara. As now the keeper clears the ball over to the keeper, and they are attacking yet again. Is Nameless Chaos twisting the ball between the defense, and now they get free on goal there. What can he conjure up? He finds a pass, but he's not seen. Charlie Poppy plays the ball through. Lord now on the counter. He plays that pass to Clint. Can Clint find his teammate, or is going to go solo on this one? He goes solo and he gets that goal in. 2-0 effortless. They are winning Nameless Chaos in this tie. And they go yet again. Counter back to front. This game might just decide the winners of the league. Refreshing, recycling possession, but it's a lost ball, and now they get on the counter. Noni seems to be free there. Billions, but Jade has come out and done the interception, but lose the ball, and it's Ecsn, and it's a goal. Nameless Chaos back in this tie. Ecsn back from injury. Melvo twist and turn. Jerome lose possession, another quick one. What can they do? Billions twist the ball over to Melvo. Knock down to Dollar, and he clears. What a match intensity. Effortless, we are in a comfortable lead, but Nameless Chaos lets him know that it's not quite done yet. As they are on the attack yet again. Sancho on the bar line. Ecsn with the ball, step over, running through the bar line, twisting and turning. What can they conjure up? A whip pass through. Was that deflected? Not deflected. It seems to be a goal kick. And now they get on with this one. Ball over to the other side of the field. Is Lasso with the ball. Hush gets in possession. Back to Charlie Poppy. A pass through to Clint. Clint twisting and turning back to Charlie Poppy. Plays the ball through to Jega. Jega tries to find Charlie, intercepted, and Chimere leading the charge. Jega has brought him down, and that is a quite interesting yellow card to take to stop the counter of Nameless Chaos. But they counter yet again, and it's Ecsn, and it's a goal! Ecsn back from injury and doing the damage. And now it's 2-2. Nameless Chaos back in with a bang. Jerome leading the attack. He finds an all ball through to Lord. Lord running down the bar line. What a lovely display, but he can't find his teammate. Bossy on there. Chaotic defending, but they get it out. And now is a counter for Nameless Chaos. Vatican on the ball, looking for his teammate. And now Jega gets the ball out and recycling the ball. Melvo on that one to Charlie Poppy. Charlie Poppy to Jay. Jay going for the long range shots there. And now recycling the ball is Lord. Losing the ball is Jerome. And they go on the counter yet again. Can they find this interesting comeback? Up through there. Couldn't find his teammates. Now ball over to Jay. Jay loses ball in the midfield again. Billions has cleared it out. And now he's on for a counter. Melvo running down the bar line. What can he conjure up? Borrow, whip crossing. Charlie Poppy, not the tallest man for that one. Clint couldn't keep possession. And there seems to be a counter. Noni is a dangerous man when he's running at the attack. Twisting and turning, it finds Shimere. Back to Noni. Ball through, but the keeper saws that one coming. Final 10 minutes of the game. The keeper puts it out. Clint with that ball through. He finds a pass, but is he going to reach there? Not enough in that one, as now Chimere. He finds his pass there. Running down the bar line. Block with it yet again. Lots of chances for these teams to get that final result. This Melvo on the ball. Back to Clint. Back to Melvo. Now ball in the middle. Jega on this one. Back to Jay. Back to Lord. Twist and turn. Find Charlie. Quick pass to Jega. Jega twist and turn there. Can't find the ball. Quite a lag in the stream on display as we are trying to get back connection. I'm quite blind over here, but we are still trying to get what's happening. All I can see is the time so far. A little internet disruption, but we are seeing Nameless Chaos in defense with the ball as they recycle for the last attack. What can they conjure up there? Still quite distorted, but we are seeing Nameless Chaos looking at the final attack. Jay intercepts and clears it forward. What can they do? Charlie Poppy steals possession. He plays in through, but that couldn't get Clint in. Final 1 minute of the game. Seems to be all but over, but what is this? Jay got through on goal yet again. But they can't find the goal. That seems to be the end. Lot of chances for this team, but they can't find the results that they need. And it's 2-2. Nameless Chaos, effortless confirmation. The result is 2-2. And we have seen would that be the final game? We'll be confirming on the back end because a lot of pending games to see. And we'll try to see if that match is over. That game has been concluded 2-2. So we'll see if we can get you any more games. And then after that, like I said, today is Chaotic Monday. So lots of matches to go on for today. So keep tuned and stay watching. We'll try to get... Alright, we are seeing Faceless Men. We haven't gotten a hold of Faceless Men today. So we'll try to see what they can conjure up. You feel? Faceless Men in display as they are getting ready, and they seem to be taking on Phoenix. Looks like the match is about to start. Okay, this is the Thursday game, one of the postponed feature, and now about to start. And the game is about to start. Faceless Men versus Phoenix. Faceless men versus Phoenix. Alright, Faceless men in their traditional black and orange kits. And now they're getting quick one. Mitch, he was offside. And now they get on again. Ben Yeager with the ball down to Saints. Mamba. Ampy close to Rhino. Ampy close twisting and turning. Ben Yeager with the ball. He plays him through. As they get that ball back, Ampy close with the ball. We'll be waiting to confirm if we'll be celebrating Get Clap calls tonight. Chimbushi with that pass through. Plays in through, Mamba through on goal. But he can't get the ball in the back of the net. And now they get on with it yet again. Ball twisting over to the wing. And now they plays him through. Hasty with that ball back to Saints. Rhino. Ampy close with the ball. As they get in on yet again. Saints running down the bar line. Jake Ross through on the goal. But he couldn't find his teammate. Now they get on again. Ampy clocks. Twist and turn. Saints. Chimbushi running down the bar line. Mamba plays that ball through, but he's offside. Njoku, our top transfer target at the end of the season. As he plays the long ball forward. Running down the bar line is Mitch. Chimbushi on the ball. And now they get on again. What can he conjure up? Njoku with the ball. They get on with the attack. Lion plays the ball through. Abba gets the ball through on goal. He finds his teammate but couldn't get it there. But Zai is on the ball. Twist and turn, long ball up forward. Chuks Jr. yet again. Can't find it there. Uche to Za. Up through ball. Hasty was there doing the defending. Mafia. A long ball forward. But he couldn't find his teammates. And now it's a corner kick. What have they been able to cook up in training? As they get on the ball, long ball through. He can't find him there. Kenny with the ball. Plays him to Chimbushi. Mamba plays him through on goal. Jagaros twist and turns. All ball through. Cannot find his teammate there. As they get on the counter. Za plays the ball through. No icon yet, so we don't know who's that. Down the ball yet again. He plays the ball through. That should be Mafia. Dexter ball through, but 10 has recovered possession. Now Njoku on the ball yet again. 10 on the ball. Goes the ball down the bar line. Mafia can't find the pass. Za putting it through. It recycles possession. Both teams, we know their style of play. Quite dangerous. They don't force attack. They recycle ball a lot. They try to tire up their opponent. So we have to be patient and calm with this one. As Dexter, first time up through there to Mamba. Mamba through on goal. He has been brought down. Is that a penalty or that was outside the box? Let's see what the referee decides there. As he was on goal, he's shown a yellow card. It's outside the box. Let's see, is there a good set piece taker in this team? He can't run to the back of the post. They should know that. And now we try to see what they can conjure up. Left for the keeper to try to save this one. They have changed set piece taker quite a number of times. And now they are about to go in for this one. What can they conjure up there? Set piece through on goal. Very weak free kick. And now they get a chance to come out of their defense. Recycles possession. Lions plays the ball through. Abba running down the bar line. Up through there. Tries to find his teammate. But unable to find his teammate there. As they're getting on the attack again. Is that onside? It is onside for Mitch. Mitch recycles possession. Back to Chuk Jr. One touch pass. Down to Abba. Abba can't bring that ball under his control. And it is a goal kick. And they get on the ball yet again. Dexter. Twist and turns. Find his teammate. Eriega on the ball. Shimbushi. Up through. Uche with that ball. Plays the ball forward. Finds the teammates. Plays the ball through there. Mitch with that ball. Borrow through. Za with a chance. But Za can't find the back of the net. And now is a corner for Faceless men. Set piece tactics in view here. A player comes short. They have two players in the box. Mafia. Ball played through to Mitch. Mitch all ball through. The keeper saw that. Is he offside? He is offside. And now Phoenix plays that one through. Ampy Clocks recycles possession to the defense. Shimbushi with that ball on display. Long ball through. Is he onside? He's offside, but the keeper claims that one. As they get in on the attack yet again. What can they conjure up? Njoku with the ball on display. Finding that pass, composing the defense is Njoku. As he tries to find his teammate there. Risky one there across the face of the goal. A long ball is there. Is he onside? He's onside. He whips in across. Nobody on the end of that one but Engineer Banjo. What position is he playing? We are used to seeing Engineer Banjo out there in the goalkeeper. But now Engineer Banjo, he is playing the wings or centre back. Quite a display on there. As they have 30 seconds break before the second half. Now we get to look at their formation. Engineer Banjo in right back. Is a strike. Chuk Jr. on the wings as well. It's quite strange. We now see Faceless men playing a 4-5-1 formation. We are used to seeing them playing a 5 at the back. Quite a number of changes. And now we go in again. What can they conjure up? Chimbuchi with the ball, plays through. Jagarox running down the bar line. Jagarox, what can he conjure? Running down the bar line, Engineer Banjo. If it's not saving the team from the post, it's saving the team from the defense. A player that can virtually play every position out there on the field. But it seems like a player has disconnected for Faceless men. But that doesn't stop the attack, but it does right now. As Phoenix FC are playing on the counter again. Can they find this pass? They can't find the pass. And now Dexter. Hasty. Finding his teammate there. Ampy Clocks. Back to Ampy Clocks. Back to Hasty. Saints with that ball through on goal. Jagarox twisting and turning. Shimbushi. Now a ball up through. Za getting that ball in. What can they find in? A long ball up through to Za. Back to 10. Mitch with the ball. Mafia raise that ball through. Chuk Jr. And it's a goal. They are in on this one. Quite a frantic display as they get on the attack. Faceless men leading Phoenix 1-0. And Faceless men still on the attack yet again. A ball played through to Hasty. Erin Jagger with the ball. Ball played through to Dexter. Dexter looking for his teammates. Dexter 1-2 on the ball. Mafia. Who can he find? He can't find anybody there. And it is a corner kick for Faceless men as Za is on this one. What can Za conjure up from here? Mafia come short for Za. Can we see another goal? Mafia running down the byline, twisting back. Mafia twisting and turning. Mitch with the ball, tries to step over. And he gets back to Dexter. Dexter move the ball over to Shimbushi. Down to Henriega, loose ball. Back to Za. Za looking for his teammate. Recycles ball to the defense. And they get that ball through. Hasty on this one. Hasty, twist and turn. Shimbushi, long ball through. Jaguars plays the ball through. Mamba with the ball. Downplayed. And it's on. But he couldn't find his teammate there. As a counter, it's caught short. And now it's a throw in for Phoenix. As they get on the attack again, Erin Yaga, Rhino with the ball, Shimbushi with the ball. Uche lose possession there. Abba, but it's being brought down. Faceless men on the counter, but brought down by Jaguars. As now, they get the free kick, but it's in their own half. Engineer Banjo, shot cancel there, taking off that player. And they get down the byline. Chuk Jr. with the ball to Mitch. Mitch to Za. Za to Abba. Twist and turn there. What can they conjure up? Back to Mafia. Recycles the ball to Uche. Uche back to 10. What a lovely pass through. Find Mitch. Trivela. We're outside of the foot in a quick instance. A long ball through. Knockdown is on there. Maybe he could have held that one there. And now it's a counter. Jaguars getting the ball down to Za. Za play up through there. Keeper running out. Anga with the ball back to Hasty. Erin Ega with the ball through to Ampy Clocks. Ampy Clocks down to Rhino. Down to Shimbushi. And now they're on the counter again. Jaguars plays that ball through. Tanaka with a save. And now Mafia with the ball. Down to Njoku. Down to Za. Down to Uche. Njoku with the ball. They are controlling possession. They are holding on to their life for that long ball through. Mitch with that chance. Mafia did call him the best striker in the league. And he's proving with his clinicality. Final 8 minutes of the game. As man bound the ball. Engineer Banjo, a risky one there as he lose possession. That finesse. I think it's red time because it is into no man's land. As we look into the final 5 minutes of the game. Abba with the ball. Za recycling possession. Engineer Banjo without one. Mitch without one. Za running down the byline, but it's being brought down. Za brought down there. And now Faceless men. What can they conjure up with this free kick? Mafia on display with the ball. Mafia on display. Abba, long ball through. Can he save that one there? Zaha tries to put the ball in, but he's offside. Final minutes of the game. 5 minutes to go. Chimbuchi plays the ball through to Kenny. Every team seems to be doing the tactical foul now. Nobody's letting their opponent go through on that one. Erin Yeager. Dexter. Can't find him through there. Mafia with the ball. Plays the ball through. Zaha with that ball. Twist and turns. Abba with that ball. No. The team will be disappointed conceding that one. The team will be disappointed. 3-0. Faceless men pushing for a last shot to a top 4 finish. And this match result will be a lot for them. Now they are running on the byline again. Chuk Jr. Mitch with that ball through. Zaha offside yet again. And this seems to be the end of this matchup. We'll be confirming if there's any other matchup for display. And then we'll get back in with you as well. Confirmation. Faceless men have done it against Phoenix FC. So we have covered a lot of results. We are trying to see the get clap calls Faceless men. But these are your games for today. AS Tornado 1-0 win to men in PLUTO. CURRYZ Galaxy 11 4-1. Marshall XI Ninja Eagles 10-1. That's the frantic scoreline. Effortless Nameless Chaos, one of the most interesting matchup. Our match of the day ended up 2-2. Effortless with a 2-0 lead, equalized by Nameless Chaos. Ecsn back from injury doing the damage. We did cover Adventure Time MENACE FC 4-0. Tucker FC 3-1. United FUT lost to DIEHARD. And we are waiting to confirm result for Faceless men and get clap calls. But like I said, we are working on this update for a while now. And from joining our stream, you can see all the match day results. And so far, these are the results. We were able to cover a lot of these games apart from the matches that were defaulted. Like I said, this is the final Monday. We have covered a lot of these games. We are waiting to confirm the results for Faceless men and get clap calls. And these are your Monday matchup. We are able to see cover the pending games. We see Nameless Chaos getting ready in the lobby against Tucker. And that will be the final game we'll be covering before we let you go. Well, like I said, we'll be covering this match last. This will be the last game we'll be covering while we try to get their opponent. Nameless Chaos should be going on with Tucker. All right, Faceless men. Faceless men getting ready as well. Chimere, we saw his frantic display. All right, they seem to be connecting. That seemed to be a glitch as a player just hopped off. All right, the teams are getting ready, so we are still seeing faceless men. All right, faceless men get clap calls. This is a Monday feature, if I'm correct. Yes, I am. It's our last game we'll be covering today. Faceless men get clap calls. The last result we have for today. The last feature we have for today. All right. Now we are back in for the action. And let's get started. Adefola twisting and turning. If you don't know him, that's one of the best players in the league. All right, and they are attacking top players running down the bar line. We see faceless men with a frantic display, but they are coming up against our side that are quite press proven in their sense. Wow, that's all right. We have to switch the stream link. I think oh no, they are quitting. There seems to be a disconnect. All right, we'll get their match back into the action for you. FC Nameless Chaos. Stalker FC Nameless Chaos. They are about to begin, but don't forget our Monday feature is they are all sorry. Apologies. These are quite familiar with pro clubs, you know. Alright, I see your prediction Oyin. GCC to win 8-2. That's quite a huge scoreline. But we'll be waiting to see how that can be done. Alright, you can drop in your prediction down below. Like and subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss any of these matches. Alright, Faceless men getting ready. I think they play at DC, then they are trying to carry everybody along. Alright, they are getting ready. We are seeing the lobby of Get Clap calls. Please a bit of patience with us. In a couple of minutes we'll be getting this match on display. Alright, we have confirmed Get Clap calls is ready. They are just waiting for their opponents. These are the title winning team. Confirmation, we'll be waiting to confirm because Nameless Chaos also have a pending games, and with points tallying rightly, they could have outrightly won the league before Thursday. So we are waiting to observe what is going on. A lot of things that people don't quite see is the consistency of the Get Clap lineup. You see, Ope and Rufai has been consistent in the wings all season. You can see what they have been able to achieve. We see Wachi Goat and Kevin Beebe all season as well. We see them all season as well. We know of Paying Delivery. In that camp position, we also see Play with Victor Laura and Temi Tope in that CB position. Quite a frantic lineup. I don't know if Khalid have changed his PlayStation username, but we are used to seeing him in attack, and when he's not there, we are used to seeing Paradia on that position as well. But it's quite frantic what we are seeing. So we'll try to get in on all the action, and we'll see what plays. Alright, back in on the action. Get Clap calls, Faceless men. Our last game for tonight If you're watching, I remain your host, Edison Graham. This is our last game for tonight. So we'll try to give you in on the action. Let's see everything on display. Get clap calls, faceless men as they get in Frankie. And see what they have to unfold. Get clap calls, faceless men. Hopefully there's no glitch and this match can get started. All right, let's get in on the action. Hopefully there's no disconnect this time. Khalid is right up there, so confirmation. It seems Khalid have changed his PlayStation because that is obviously Khalid. And now we get him on the attack. Osoji, the best CDM in the league, as they get in on a quick attack there. Adefola wins that ball. The Lancing display. And now they get in on the attack. Play with Victor. Welcome to the party. Chooks Jr. lose possession there. Victor Osoji. Adefola lose possession in a dangerous possession. Za twist and turn until he picks out the right pass to Mitch. Mitch to Abba, but he's now offside. Alright, Rufai on this ball as well. Abba plays the ball through. And now they get on it again. So what can we conjure up? Adefola on the ball. Now Rufai yet on it again. Za twisting and turning. Rufai running down the bar line. And now his attack. Khalid straight in. Through on the ball there. Adefola to Khalid. Lot of players down on the bar line. Mafia leading the counter charge. Za switches the ball over. Seems to be one man down yet again. But that doesn't stop them as they're on the counter. Mafia ball through. Is he onside? He was onside. And he doesn't get the ball in the back of the net. Nah, they will be disappointed. He hasn't made the right decision there. And now they get paid for that with Khalid. But Khalid couldn't find it there. Uche on the ball. Top player goes again. Borrow. Easy passes. Victor through to the ball. Lion gets the ball through again. Za finds that pass. Engineer Banjo loses the ball to Frank. Frank tries to find him, but he doesn't. Mafia doing the killing passes. Abba with the ball. Running down the bar line as he finds Za. Za twisting and turning, but he has lost possession. As we have Lion. Recycles to 10. Back to Adefola. Quick passes, but they can't find their opponent. Now they'll do a long ball through as a ball headed back to the goalkeeper. We'll try to switch in and bring you the action from Tucker FC match if they have started, because that's another interesting matchup. But we'll focus here while also trying to get the result for Tucker FC and Nameless Chaos. Mafia recycles possession as he brings in Engineer Banjo. Over to Za. A long ball played in, but he can't find the man as the header is won by the opponent. And now they get on the counter again. Alright, Nameless Chaos are leading against Talker FC. Confirmation. Alright, we'll take you back to the game. As we see Get Clap calls. They take on Talker FC. In case you bet that match, we'll be keeping you intertuned with that game result as we go on for this matchup. Alright, Frank with the ball to Rufai. Za getting on this one. Back to Lion. Lion getting the ball to Njoku. Quick step with Njoku. Njoku playing that ball through. Engineer Banjo on the right. Plays that ball through. A lot of off balls, but Ope to calm me down. Adefola twist and finds Frank. Frank to Ope. Ope tries to find that cross, but he can't get it in. And now Abba with the ball. Plays it through to Za. Plays one through to Mitch. Mitch running down the bar line. Couldn't find his teammate there. Tries to win possession in a dangerous position. And he lost the ball there. Adefola. 1-1. Talker FC has equalized Nameless Chaos. And now the ball goes through again. What can we conjure up as we get in on the display yet again? Alright, Ope on the attack. Victor Soji bringing the ball back to Ope. Nameless Chaos back in the lead again. We'll be keeping you posted on the result as the goals come in. As Chuk Jr. recycles the ball with Mitch. Now the ball onto Rufai. Rufai finds Adefola. Adefola back to Rufai. Rufai eating the wing. They get the free kick, but they don't accept the free kick. Mafia doing the interception. Headed back. Rufai couldn't find the space there. Azar goes on with it. Frank with that ball through there. Victor Osoji. Long ball through. Frank with the ball back in on display. Za gets it away. Quick step. Mitch couldn't read that play there. As the ball is down to top player. That was intercepted. And now it's the first half. Final kick of the first half. We did get that goal in. Rufai twisting and turning his Rufai. Trying to find his teammate there. He does find his teammate. Khalid recycles the ball to Frank. All ball through. Green time there, but the keeper is there to save that one in. And that should conclude the first half. Nameless Chaos. We got in on that penalty kick. Nameless Chaos winning 3-1. 3-1. Nameless Chaos is winning Talker FC. And now that ball through to Talisman. We see Sydney Talker in display. And now they get on the counter. Itoshin! What a slide tackle there. They win the ball with Ryan's ball. Free kick. They do accept the free kick. Final 5 minutes of the first half. We have Sydney Talker in the lineup for Talker FC. Free kick. Let's see what they can get in on that one. That free kick was badly played. And the goalkeeper get on the end of that one. Noni with the ball. Twist and turns. Tubo with the ball. Recycles possession to Tubo. Now a whip crossing. They're doing the header. Knocked down through there. And now we resume the game for Get Clap calls. But his faceless man running down the bar line. That was overseen by the goalkeeper. And now the goalkeeper clears the ball out there to the wing. And now Khalid gets the ball through to Frank. Frank moves the ball to Rufai. Rufai gets the ball through to Khalid. Down to Adefola. What is Adefola doing? He held on possession looking at the opponent and said, can you guys please come outside and mark? He must be frustrated with the low block of Faceless men, but it's all tactical as Faceless men try to beat them on the counter. Like I said, the league is not yet decided. Maybe if Nameless Chaos had won Effortless, they could have still been looking to push in on this final one. But right now, it's Faceless men with a corner kick. As they try to put on a frantic display, long ball up through there. The knockdown is on! Mitch, the acclaimed best striker in the league, couldn't find the back of the net. And get clap calls are leading on the counter with Khalid. Khalid has green time. The show we see a lot of this green time. It could be due to the fact that MTN is having a bad day. MTN, please save your boys. A lot of teams are complaining as Ope have that ball on the wing. Recycles possession to Mitch. Mitch to Chuk Jr. Chuk Jr. plays that ball forward. And now they're getting on the action again. Long ball through. Chuk Jr. What can he conjure up? Twisting and turning. Get clap calls. Not getting an easy matchup against Faceless men. As they're on the attack with Frank. Lovely twisting and turning there by Frank. As they try to get in on that one. Frank tries to get that ball there, but they cannot. As we go in, Nameless Chaos have seen 4 against Talker FC. Confirmation of the scoreline there. As they're getting on the attack with Za yet again. Running down the byline is Za. Twisting and turning, but Victor gets them out of trouble there. Victor can't find that pass. As they're on the counter, it's 5 for Nameless Chaos against Talker FC. The champions are having an obviously bad season. They are out of the cup and trailing behind down the league. Rufai plays the ball through to Khalid. Khalid gets the ball, but he couldn't find the back of the net. Frank brings the ball to Rufai. Rufai finds the ball to Abba. Abba plays a long ball through. And now get clap calls on the attack yet again. Victor plays that ball through. Ope finds a slick pass to Frank. Frank finds Victor. But now Faceless men on the counter. The acclaimed best striker in the league do well to hold on possession there. Whoa, long ball through. Finds Abba, finds Mitch. Takes on his man, back to Abba. Abba twists and turns, finds Mitch again, but he's offside. That was a clever play by Faceless men. But he can't find the pass there. As they get in on the attack yet again. Faceless men moving the ball on to Rufai, to Frank. Frank, can he find the pass? Wastes too much time on the ball. Frank seems to have disconnected. Danger looming. Za pulls the ball through as they can't find it out. Frank seems to have disconnected. Could that offer up a chance for Faceless men? Winning against Get Clap could do a lot for their reputation. As now they get the ball out. And now they are on the attack. Faceless men dropping back deep to defend the final 10 minutes of the game. Mafia to Za. Za finds that beautiful pass. They have to make this one count. They don't. He did that too early and he can't find this. Alright, we'll be switching the stream link And now we'll see Nameless Chaos winning Talker FC 7-2, and it's another goal. Nameless Chaos, Talker FC. And now we are back to finish this game between Get Clap Cause and Faceless Men. And now the game is over. And conclusion, we have captured our final featured game. And now we are trying to get into the final 10 minutes of this matchup. And what can they conjure up? Rhymes Bobo fighting for reputation. Itochi with that shot there, and it's a goal. 8-3. Talker FC fighting for their reputation. Bononi ball through to Ecsn. What a slight tackle there. Rhymes Bobo leading the charge. Can they find that pass? Twist and turn finally gives it to Itochi. Sydney Talker twisting and turning with the ball. Rhymes Bobo. Twist and turn. What can they conjure up? Talisman. Finding Killer. Toby Rama. Sydney Talker with the ball. Couldn't find his teammate there. Ecsn with the ball. Can't find his teammate as well. Final attacks going on. Itochi with that ball. Final pass, Sydney Talker. Sydney Talker with that brilliant chance. But he couldn't find the back of the net there. As they move on in display again. Another chance. Can't find the back of the net. Quite a number of chances. Sydney Talker obviously had that chance there, but he couldn't find the back of the net. Set piece to end the game. Ball play to, but it's seen by the goalkeeper. And the match seems to have been over. Unless something keeps brewing here. And now the match is over. 8-3. Nameless Chaos with that game. Now we've been able to cover all the games for today. Courtesy of Effortless Sports Network and our brilliant out of the view technical team. So by the right hand side you can see all the match day results covered so far. And now we move on to the end of the tonight stream. So before we get in back there, we don't forget this Saturday all road leads to Effortless versus Get Clap Cause. Get Clap Cause already winning the league, but now they get the chance for the first double. Effortless having a terrible season, but they are in the Effortless Creep Community Cup Finals. Match will be starting 10 p.m. on Saturday, so don't miss out on the action. The game will be live on the Effortless Sports Network. This was exactly the same final last season as well. Effortless Get Clap Cause back-to-back finals. Will the result be different? Last time I remember a 5-3 victory to Get Clap Cause. But now Effortless get a chance of redemption again against GCC as well. So let's see if there will be any changes. We have seen how Get Clap Cause have been dominant, and we'll see what will happen comes the end of the Effortless Creep Community Cup, proudly sponsored by Effortless Sports Network. And we are right up there to cover the end of this game. So lovely display on for you guys joining me. I remain your host, Edison Graham. This is the Nigerian Pro Clubs League, and we are looking at the final week of the Nigerian Pro Clubs. Don't forget, we catch up all the action on Effortless Esports Network. Lovely of you guys to join me yet and yet again as we end the stream for tonight. So we'll be seeing you up again shortly. But don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss in on any of this action. And for tonight is goodbye from us, and we'll see you up again shortly. Thank you.